Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Football Analytics and Rant Show. And as we already recorded our previous episode, please, again, we are telling you, watch it. It's like very good content we've made this time. I don't think you'll find most of the things there, what we discussed in, most of mainstream sources. So today we are kind of switching a bit away from the rant part what we had last time and about like the bad part of Indian football and focusing on something that is interesting that's happening in one of the leagues in India. You might think it's ISL, but definitely not. As you all know, ISL was extremely one-sided. Mohan Bagan just ran away with it. We are talking about none other than the I-League. The question is it the most competitive league in the world right now? I know it's a big tag. Okay, that may not be the quality wise, but definitely in terms of competition and the number of teams that are like literally almost tied on points, it is definitely a competitive league right now.
And the unpredictability, you don't know who is going to finish the week on top.
Yes.
At the end of the week.
Yes. Every week, at least some 6 teams have been on top of the table till now. The top 6 at least once a week, probably at least top 5 or top 6. And no team has managed to pull away as soon as they get like a 4-point lead or 5-point lead or something, or anywhere close to 6, they immediately lose the next game or draw the next game. So the team in who got recent burst of form, they'll catch up. So even right now as we are recording, Churchill brothers actually had the chance to increase the lead to 5 points, but they end up drawing the match, which makes it open for the second place team Kashi to actually tie them on points if they win their game that is coming next week. So it is going down to the wire. Even then, okay, you might think it's a 2-horse race, but Real Kashmir and Gokulam Kerala are right behind with 35 and 34 points. So if both these teams fumble, or if they get at least 2 draws or 2 continuous draws, something, these teams are suddenly in the mix if they win the rest of their games.
And if you remember, ISL still doesn't have a relegation, so whoever is winning this is joining the ISL. So the stakes are really high for anyone who wins this.
Yes.
And
only one team gets to go through. And for that one spot, this tight competition is there.
I am biased, so I would like Kashi to go through. Kashi for the win.
For me, since I am a traditionalist person, so I would like Churchill to come. More so because of the fan culture. Not sure. I understand Kashi is an ambitious club. They have a quality team. Maybe they might be more competitive because Churchill is going through some financial issues. There was rumors that the team is about to shut down. They actually announced that this is the last professional season they'll have. They'll go to amateur status, which means they'll go into like 5th tier, 6th tier or something. So they actually need this money or this exposure if they can get into it. I mean, I don't know how much money they're going to get in, at least in terms of exposure. Okay, they can get sponsors at least for competing next year. Better than what happens if they do not qualify. As much as ISL is bad, I-League financial condition is not that great as well. So it is more this thing for them. Comparatively, Kashi is like financially much strong. I think they are the most wealthiest or second most wealthiest team in the league right now. Like extreme financial backing they have.
And I think even if they go up to the ISL, they'll still be among the richest teams because they can afford to pay their players.
Yes.
Their stadiums are apparently, I have not seen it in person yet, which means I will see it at some point in the future. But they say as of now, their training facilities, their stadium facilities, the facilities with which they travel from place to place, the professionals that they hire is among the best in the league.
Yeah.
And when I say best in the league, I don't mean I-League, among the best in league compared to the ISL also.
Yes.
They can afford to spend that much, they can afford to have all of this, which means that they have the financial resources to push through. But how long they will back their project is a big thing. But again, they are representing a holy city, so trying to do disservice to it would be quite costly for someone like that, because you can't go to a city like that and mess up their name. So I'm not saying that we have to now start deciding titles based on what religion or what city you're doing this. I'm definitely not, but India is sadly in that state. So let's start.
Okay, let's not go too much into that. So Kashi definitely, as I said, financially strong. If they somehow make it, I do think they can compete very well amongst. Definitely a better showing than what, let's say, Punjab or Mohammedan, definitely better showing than what they're doing right now. Mohammedan's financial situation is very precarious. We don't even know if they stay in the league. And Churchill, I would say, because they needed more comparatively, like as the legacy club, like it's one of the like the three prestigious Goa clubs, and since Tempo is nowhere near qualifying, even though they are the bigger team, I guess historically, a Churchill being there actually helps grow the game a little bit in Goa, because so it's been so long. Calcutta has like 3 teams and Goa only has 1 team. One of their that too, not even the legacy teams. FC Goa. As much as I like FC Goa, they are not the traditional team. So this actually helps boost their football culture. There having more teams helps there. And yeah, coming to the last few match days, I think other than Churchill has 2 games left, and Inter Kashi has 3 games left. So Inter Kashi, if they win their pending game, I think against Shillong. So Shillong, I would say, is like a up and down team. They have shown glimpses of where they've been good and where they've been extremely bad. Like
this is the team that is bound to surprise you, because when you least expect it, they'll come and kill some big dog.
Yeah.
And when you're rooting them to win, they'll go and disappoint you massively.
Yeah.
So
I mean, one thing Inter Kashi can look forward is probably they've actually beaten Shillong in the reverse leg. So this is home leg. I don't think that will be a much of an effect, because they're technically playing in Delhi, if I'm not wrong. And as far as fan support is concerned, I guess they are in the bottom half of the table, because they're a relatively new club and based on a city which is not like traditionally known for football. So I don't think that much. But then obviously form, they're like on the top 2 there of the table, and Shillong Lajok is like in the bottom half. They're like little ahead of relegation battle right now. So it looks more favorable for Inter Kashi. If they win, then it will be very interesting, because I think the second last or last match day, Inter Kashi will face Churchill Brothers, and that is going to be a decider. And if Inter Kashi can win this game, they'll be tied on points with Churchill Brothers, and then it will go into like whoever wins the game. Although Churchill will have an upper hand because of the superior goal difference and the fact that Churchill have already beaten Inter Kashi in the away, like the reverse fixture. So that is something which can do. And one more advantage is Churchill is playing at home, so that home support definitely they'll have. I mean, this is a match I think you should watch. But then the problem again is, I think, as Elijah mentioned earlier regarding the I-League, where will you watch it? That is one big problem. So much stuff happening. Both of us tried watching it, and I mean, my experience, I tried 3 times, and the payment that page itself was not showing up, and I gave up. I was watching through some illegal stream. I will not recommend this thing, but there was no choice. It's just so bad. And most of the times I kept following, because sometimes they put the replay or the highlights, extended highlights in the YouTube. Sadly, through that only I could actually watch the game, and even then the commentary is not that great. I mean,
commentary is bad.
Yeah, it's so horrible.
It's like watching not Ranji. Even Ranji Trophy commentary is better than I-League commentary. And Ranji Trophy is commentary. Ranji Trophy is a cricket tournament for people who don't know. It's very bad.
Yeah.
Anything else we have to talk about? Anything else you have to add to this?
I don't think much is there. I mean, like, that's what, again, the broadcasting is the problem. So if we if possible, you can go into the network is called SSEN or something. You can go log in. They have an app also. I won't say like is it worth the money? Definitely not. But to watch the action that is happening, definitely worth it, I would say.
And again, if we have to talk about people who are getting relegated, Delhi is already confirmed to be relegated with today. So
yeah,
who might come up?
They were like completely out of place. Who might come up? I mean, we look into I-League too. I think 2 teams are like strongly there. I guess in terms of form also, I think Diamond Harbour is like unbeaten right now. And how many games left? 3 games or something is left. If I'm not 2 or 3 games. 3 games left. Yeah, so since I think AIFF under 20 team backed out, there are actually only 9 teams. So I guess how much? 3 games or 2 games are left. Diamond Harbour is on 10 teams right now. 10 games right now, and they have 1 point lead, and they haven't lost a game also. So I don't think they will bottle at this point. Although Chanmari has a good chance of coming back, but personally I would see, okay, even though Diamond Harbour is also historic,
and because they have a game in hand, and I mean, I have watched Diamond Harbour, and again, Just like how I'm biased with Inter Kashi, I'm biased for Diamond Harbour. So you can go on.
Okay, I would love Sport. Again, another Goan club is there in the mix. Sporting is also a big team. I mean, even though they are the youngest amongst the Goan teams, founded in 2006. So I would like to see that also, just to bring in that different flavor back in the.
Actually, to be fair, I have more how should I say biases in I League and I League 2 than I have in the ISL. DHFC I have friends, Sporting Goa I have friends, Bengaluru United I have friends, SAT I have friends, TRAU I have friends. And genuinely, these people, the people who play in the ISL sometimes, I'm not saying all of them are like that.
Yeah.
They have this air of superiority as if they are playing in the Champions League or something of that sort when it's the ISL.
I don't see any difference in the Indian players' quality at that point. Only difference is ISL teams have comparatively much better foreigners.
And I think, to be fair, Mohammedan SC is a very bad representation of how I-League teams can perform in the ISL.
Yeah,
no disrespect to a legacy club like that, but I don't think they had the financial power to compete with the other teams in that, and they were not able to acquire enough talent to play in the top flight, which is why the gulf in quality seems that much. But in general, I-League teams are also quite good. Keep this in mind when Inter Kashi plays in the ISL next year. You will remember what I am saying, because you've not seen Inter Kashi play. They're a very good team with a very good coach. They have the facility, they have the resources to hire talent, so there'll always be a good competition.
So far as what we've seen them play, I guess they can put up a much better show than Mohammedan. I think they were completely out of place. The gulf between them and the next highest team is too big comparatively. So coming to that, do watch this. I mean, this is an interesting thing that's happening, because I don't think it's been ever this competitive. Even when Mohammedan won it last year, they completely ran away with the league.
Yeah, and if you want to watch something more exciting than I-League, I would say watch I-League 2. I-League 2 is even more exciting.
I-League 2 at least you can watch in YouTube, so you don't have to worry about the broadcast. And it's free. It's free, so you can watch according to your convenience. It's free. You can watch it in YouTube channel. AIFF YouTube channel will have it. So the third division is already done, so I won't ask you to go there. Indian third division is very weird because it happens just before the second division happens, and teams that win that go to the first division. So that's how SAT got there. SAT finished on top, I think, in the third division, I-League 3, and that's how they got promoted in the same year itself. Yeah.
SAT is also a good team, but then again, it's not that they lack in talent and all, but I still think they have a bit to go. I don't know why we're breaking down I-League 2. SAT is a good team. SAT has good players, but again,
talent-wise, I thought academy-wise they're not behind. Probably financially they're not up there yet.
And again, so right now Kerala football also is in a very weird position now because of the Super League Kerala that has come in. Yeah. Again, the same things that we've told about ISL apply in the same way to Super League Kerala, because if you're getting enough money, why would you move out of the comfort zone? So we were talking about leaving India. Now I'm talking about people not even wanting to leave their state.
Yeah.
So it gets more and more worse. So
from what I heard, there's going to be even more problem, like similar one when ISL started and they wanted to be the first league or something. There was a clash between I-League clubs and so much issues happened, and there were two national leagues for 3 or 4 years, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And then somehow they agreed on promotion and something happened. Same kind of scenario is happening in Kerala, and whichever states have this Super League concept. I don't think it's not just Kerala introduced, but other states are also planning to do this.
No, Karnataka also has a Super League. Everything has a Super Division or something, which is technically their top division in the state.
No, this is there. Kerala already has one
Super Division. So Super League Kerala was meant to be that commercial draw where people tune in and watch, to get in more sponsors, to get in more this thing. So that was always the plan. Yeah. But no one expected them to succeed at that grand of a scale that that time Hotstar had to come in and buy it. Yeah. So they earned a lot of money through that. They had big sponsors. There were so many awards.
They're even collaborating with the German Football Association, if I'm not mistaken.
Mad shit.
They're actually broadcasting the games through their channel or something, the DFB Cup games through. They are actually distributing the games.
Damn.
Yeah, just recently I saw this. I was actually surprised they were actually able to do the kind of
And to be fair, the quality of Super League Kerala is also top notch. The games are
like
so much fun to watch.
For a state league, and this is just, even though it's a state league, this actually has like former ISL players, I guess, like as foreigners, and a lot of this thing. And attendance is off the roof. I think as far as the state league is concerned, this has the highest attendance. I mean, 1 point it was the Calcutta Football League, but even they are planning to introduce some sort of super league. The problem right now happening is AFF has, I think I forgot to mention this last episode, so AFF has actually planned on introducing a new pyramid. So below the I-League 3 till the I-League 3, I think it will be a national-wide league, and they're going to change the I-League 3 from a mini tournament to a proper league. At least like they'll divide it region-wise, because India is actually a huge country and it's financially not possible to travel that much. So under that, the states will actually have a franchise-like competition, like the state league.
No, but again, if you think about it, they have announced so many plans and they do nothing about anything. So
I know, but then this is a cash grab for them again, to get like rich teams. Like the problem right now arising is, again, a team that cannot start from the bottom and come up. Let's say how actually Mohammedan came up. They actually went all the way down to the state league, and then they came step by step. So that sort of story you will not see again, because the let's say if you take Kerala, the Kerala Premier League teams, that example is Satturur, they came through that. They will not be able to access, or either they'll have to merge, they have to buy their way into the league. Again, I won't say okay, in terms of the players' point, probably they're getting better money out of it. There's more fan engagement, so the state associations will get more money, but I don't see, again, given how ISL turned out, I won't see that's a good. It's always better to separate this. Okay, put it in any way, it's going to be a 2-month tournament, and you actually will learn. I mean, when ISL was a 2-month tournament, it was actually kind of profitable, at least the first 2 seasons. And then they started expanding it and they started reducing the foreigners. It backfired. So it's better if they learned. They said they learned from the ISL mistakes. The Kerala Super, I think someone inside actually told about this, and they said they learned from these mistakes, and they're trying to not like replace the league. Hopefully that is true, and hopefully like if it helps boost the talent or opportunities for local players, well and truly good. And if that's the case, more to actually take up this initiative. So I think that pretty much sums up the I-League. We actually talked about all 3 divisions in some way, though it was just about the I-League. We even went all the way to the state leagues also. So yeah, do catch the final 2 match days. It'll be very interesting. At this point, anyone can win, even though Kashi and Churchill are at the top. Anybody can come up. So I would say it's you watch that. It might be more interesting than the ISL playoffs, if I'm not wrong. I'm sorry to say. I already can see who's going to win the playoffs. There are 2 teams that are too good for the rest of the league, and out of that, one team is like, I don't know, it's some super team or some shit. I don't know which team. You know which team I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention that team also. I mean, good for them, but then like as a neutral, I don't think you won't like it. I mean, yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much everything. Would you like to add anything else?
Nothing. I just wanted to shout out a few players.
Okay.
Shout out Prashant Mohan from Inter Kashi. Shout out Shelton Nixon from DHFC. Shout out Rifat Ramzan from SAT. Shout out Saratoi from TRAU. We're supporting all of you. All the best. All the way from Bangalore, India and Vellore, India to wherever the heck you're playing. All
the best for your final 2 match days. Okay, we wish you success and all. Even if it doesn't go all the way, next season comes up, all the best for that as well. Okay.
Like, share, subscribe.
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.